Hey, I am glad you're on medication.
Well, we say it every Thursday. It's what Thursdays were made for. Holly and movies. Collie, you try to scare the living daylights out of me. Every week we come on. It's scary movies. And we're back again this week.
Yeah, I know, but it's coming up to Halloween, and like finally got cinema scary weather at least. Now feels natural to be talking about a couple of scary movies, a couple of classics coming back, and an absolutely totally free movie festival. But it feels like cinema weather. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not slagging off that factory at the sunshine, and I certainly wasn't resentful that I was on crutches. The one bit of good weather we had this year, but it does feel more the part. And I'm not going to lie to you, Seamie. We have a lot of
Yeah.
scary movies coming up over the next month. So we'll talk about that first because we've so much to talk about with Mary
Yes,
Poppins
yes, yes.
back, Sean Dead back, and particularly the film festival. So we've a new one, and this is kind of a pattern we've had lately. We had James McAvoy in Speak No Evil with Demi Moore last week in The Substance. Big A-list stars, maybe not, at the top of their game. Halle Berry, Oscar winner, of course, are doing sort of relatively low budget but interesting horror movies. Now, this is kind of a sci-fi fledged one. Purposely, the trailer doesn't tell you a whole lot's going on.
Mm.
She's a mum with two kids. They live in this cabin, and something weird's going on. Let's play the clip.
Once there was a mother and her two sons, and nothing could hurt them as long as they stay connected to their home.
I know this life's been hard on you boys since the world ended. But that rope is your lifeline. Say it.
Never let go. Maybe the world's still out there.
We're in the world now. Never let go.
Good, isn't it?
Oh no, it's scary. And that's only the clip. Oh yeah. Oh, yeah.
One of the
Nightmare
things
stuff.
one of the things I like about it, Seamie, and I full confession, I haven't seen it yet, is that it's one of those trailers that gives loads about the atmosphere, yet you don't have a clue what's going on, which I like, because too many trailers give everything away. So clearly it's been the end of the world.
Yeah.
They're living in this cabin, isolated for everything, and she has ropes tied around the boys. And they go into the forest foraging. They have to hold on to the ropes because there's some sort of beasties or something out there. Is it real? Is it in their head? I don't know yet, but I'm really intrigued to find out. And again, this is stuff. One of the reasons to have really good actors like Halle Berry in it is obviously there's a huge fantastical leap. It's asking the audience to have a leap of faith and go, look, this in this world, this is real. When it's a really good actor, that helps. Whereas if a bit, Michael Flatley, you're kind of gonna go, yeah, I don't buy that. I don't buy that. But that's what's good about it. So I'm intrigued to see it. These movies do very well. And of course, in this era of difficult times for cinemas, even though it's very visually arresting, it looks great, doesn't it? They're relatively cheap budgets to make. The sort of effects in those are very good, which means they drive people to the cinema. They can spend a bit of money on advertising and letting people know about it. So it's really interesting. I hope it's good because we've been on a good run. The Substance has been getting rave reviews, but a lot of people coming out of the cinema going, yeah, what? Like, I looked it, but I don't know. That's mad. I'm not going to be able to think about that for a day. So hopefully this continues on. And then next week we've got Joker. So we've a whole array of sort of weird mind-melting movies.
Okay. Now, right. That's Never Let Go. That opens. When does it open?
That opens tomorrow.
It opens tomorrow, right. Now, Shaun of the Dead is back.
Yeah.
It's 20 years old.
Hard to believe. One of my
Believe it.
all-time favorite movies. And I always remember a great friend of mine called Dickie. It was one of the few things we disagreed about. He just came in and goes, I saw that movie. It's rubbish. And normally I'd go, look, horses for courses, different tastes. Not everyone likes everything. There's nothing wrong with not liking something I love. But that one I looked at him and went, you're wrong. Go back and see it. I will pay for your ticket. I paid for his ticket. He walked out and went, yeah, I don't know what was wrong with me that day. That is one of the best movies I ever saw. It is genuinely hilarious. It's genuinely quite the scary bits. And it's moving. When a couple of the main characters meet a bad end, you're actually sad, even though you've been laughing like a drain all the way through it. It's back for a couple of nights in the director's lounge, and it's just brilliant. And, we're preaching to the choir probably of people who've seen it, but people who haven't seen it, don't worry about it. It's 20 years old. Don't worry, go, another zombie movie, Walking Dead and all that. No, never been bettered. It's so funny. It's so lovely. It's brilliant. You've got
And
red
it
on
has
it.
aged. It's aged like a good bottle of wine.
Yeah.
It's a good one. Right. Now we'll continue on. Mary Poppins. Well, tell me, explain.
Speaking of age, like a bottle of wine, is 60s years old and is still practically perfect in every way. Like there's just some things work. And even though the animation, which was groundbreaking at the time, maybe, if you're a young person, looks young, for the first 2 minutes of going, that's just a cartoon in the background. It's not and then bang, magic. The songs hit. Julie Andrews hits those notes and you go, yeah, I don't care. I'm 5 years old again. Now, the only thing is, as you get older, and there was a whole movie made about this called Saving Mr. Banks, starring Colin Farrell, you realize it's not about the kids. She's saving the dad. She's saving the dad. And as you get older, this is more obvious that there was always this. Famously, P.L. Travers hated it, who wrote Mary Poppins. And how can you be wrong about your own creation? But she is. It is one of the greatest movies ever made. Definitely. I was saying Shaun of the Dead is one of my favorite movies. This is hands down, one of the greatest movies. And at the risk of sounding like an ad, you get a free cookie and ice cream if you go and see it. So it's on this weekend. What? We just wanted to mix it up a bit because it's 60 years old and still going strong, as is Dick Van Dyke, who is just amazing, still going on there. And never mind the Cockney accent. I think it makes it more fun. Brilliant. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Oh, you got it out. You got it out all in one go. Great movie. And how many showings have you?
It's only shown 2 showings, so go see it
shows.
this weekend. It's only on twice.
And the free ice cream.
Yeah. Little Mama's from Donegal Town. Okay, there we go. Things again.
Come here. Now, Missed It Monday. We'll do that first, and then because we have a lot to talk about. And you have Alien
Romulus, which I was really impressed with because in the way you roll your eyes about superhero movies, I roll my eyes with certain sequels for movies that kept on going. I didn't care about Predator. I didn't care about Alien vs. Predator, and the other Prometheus and stuff lost me. So I was going ho hum, and then bang. This was great. Okay, it's not Alien and Aliens, but it's the third best thing, and that's a high compliment indeed. There's a scene with zero gravity. That's all I'm going to say. That is one of the best scenes in any of the Alien movies ever. It's great fun. It's not perfect, but it's great fun, and it's only a $5 this Monday.
This Monday, you can't miss it. Right, okay, right. Now we've been looking forward to this. The Donegal Film Festival is back.
Yeah, as part
Donegal Bay.
Donegal Bay and Blue Stacks Festival, which is a lot of music, a lot of culture. Look it up on the website. And I know Brendan has talked about it on the art show. And this is really important. It's short films, all made by local or locally based filmmakers. A whole array of stuff. Some are fiction, some are documentary, covering everything from boxing to neglect to social work to romance and love. And the story of people. And we had it last year, and it was a huge success. Loads of people came out to. Look, I'm going to get into trouble now.
You're not going to get into trouble.
I probably wasn't to say this. There's a big art house movie out at the moment, right? I'm not going to say who it is. Big art house movie. Eclipse Cinemas Bundoran said, we would love to show that. And the people kind of went, nah. And really the implication was, because it's Donegal, because it's the Northwest, this is more of a art house Dublin film. That, right. you muckers up there wouldn't get it. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm from Dublin. I'm very proud of my Dublin roots. But the idea that it's less arty. Have you been to Sligo, Manor Hamilton, Donegal? You can't walk for tripping over an art gallery or a studio somewhere. It's full of artists and full of people who, as much as I love my superhero movies, they have
calm down.
They have no interest in it. They want to see stuff like this. Homegrown movies covering difficult and interesting subjects. Yeah. It is absolutely free. Each movie is only about 10 minutes long, and there's about 6 each night. So it's showing Wednesday night and Thursday night from 8 o'clock. And it's curated by a wonderful woman called Caroline Harvey, who's a filmmaker herself. She's an actress. She's been in First City. She's made a couple of movies. Her movie, The Crucible, is showing one of the nights. And there's going to be a Q&A after each one with the directors. Come see it, whether you're interested in short movies or you're just interested in something different. Or to be honest with you, it's Wednesday and Thursday night, and you just fancy a freebie. Come along, you'll be really welcome. And let's show those people in that distributor that the Northwest is just as arty as the rest of the country. They can shove it, Seamie.
All right. Now, it is free, so should people book in advance?
It would be good if they go to Eventbrite and search for Donegal Bay Film. It would be
Yeah.
good. It's always good to know. You know, we put the kettle on if we know a load of people are coming. But I know the first night has done particularly
Very good.
well, so it's good to know. It helps us just prepare with staff and stuff like that. But other than that, if even still turn up on the day is fine. You'd always find a welcome at Eclipse Cinemas, Bundoran.
Okay, we understand. Right, that's all happening. And a reminder, that's happening next Wednesday and Thursday.
Wednesday and Thursday, everyone around. So it starts about 8 o'clock, Seamie. And as I said, there's about 6 movies. There'll be a small gap in between them and probably a little intermission. And like there really is, you're going to go from pillar to post. You're going to have something quite heavy and then something very lighthearted, then something realistic on purpose to show the array of talent that we have here in the Northwest. And, you know, that there's so people like myself, people like yourself, we don't just like one thing. You don't like one type of music. You wouldn't have the same meal every day. It's the same with film, and it's a great way to absorb it. And lots of these people, if people show up for their movies, then when they go for funding to Screen Ireland, etc., they have a more chance of getting it. And they're our next on Colleen Kuhn's. They're our next kneecaps. That's where these people came out of, making short movies like this and showing it to festivals. Basically making no money, but hoping somebody will spot them. So let's support our own artists. You know,
okay. That's the Donegal Bay Film Festival, folks. Runs Wednesday and Thursday of next week. And you're invited to book in advance for that.
Yes, please.
Okay. That's been Collie on Movies this week. He'll be back next Thursday. Enjoy your week at the movies.